Good afternoon, you guys. So I was inspired by I wasn't really going to talk about the SheaMoisture thing because I've already spoken on it and on a similar subject before, but I was inspired to talk about it by a fellow Facebook friend that I have, Adrian. But anyway, I'm really shocked that y'all didn't see this coming. I'm really shocked that you didn't really see what was happening before. They have been whitewashing the natural hair movement as a whole. Because look, y'all, I'm going to try and keep this video very short and concise because y'all know that I can go off. So I'm really trying, okay? Really what is happening is the same thing that always happens when you live within a capitalistic society. Capitalism says that you buy something for cheap and sell it for high. Basically, you buy low, sell high, or you use labor and pay for that labor and profit off of it. And so that's what's been happening, okay? Basically, this is the same thing that happens in dance. This is the same thing that happens in music. This is the same thing that happens in sports. This is the same thing that's been happening with our hips, thighs, well, again, not legs, because they never want to put the fat in the legs, walking around here looking like fucking lollipops. But this is the same thing that has been happening. Exactly. Carol's daughter started off as a black-owned company. Now it is no longer such. Now, I started talking about this about a year ago. There was a product called Etae, E-T-A-E, and it had the same chemical compounds within this product, and I guess it's a black-owned business. That's what they say. But the same chemical compound caused all my hair to fall out about 5 years ago. Caused all my little hair that I had grown back from being bald to fall right on up out of my head. And when I made that announcement, they blocked me from being able to post on the site. But the chemical compound that was put into that loosens up tighter coils, and the reason why it caused my hair to fall out is because my curls were already loose. So it wasn't really made for me. It was made for the kinkier haired women. It was made for A through Z. You know what I'm saying? That's who it was made for, to loosen that curl pattern. Now look, y'all, stay with me. When black people start something, the fuck is wrong with y'all calling me? What the fuck is wrong with you? Sorry. These raggedy ass Facebook groups. Get y'all shit together. Stop. That was the worst thing that they could have ever done, is to put a direct contact to somebody's fucking phone number through a messenger. Anyway, when black folks start anything, when we start anything, it is because we live in a capitalist society. They already see us as their capital, because just because an amendment was ratified, 13th Amendment was ratified, just because they claim to end slavery, the Emancipation Proclamation came about, does not mean that slavery was removed from our society. They still see us as capital. They still see us as their labor force. They still see us as cheap labor. So whatever they can take from us and use so that they can profit off of it, they're going to do it. And one of the latest ways is us appreciating our natural beauty. Now, I was watching the video Adrian made, and in it, black women were denying that whiteness was the beauty standard. And just like he said, until you admit that there is a problem, you will continue to live within that problem. Just like Al-Anon, okay? Until you admit that there is a problem, there's an issue, you are going to suffer from it, okay? The reason why SheaMoisture is becoming so all-inclusive, or over the past couple years has started to become more all-inclusive, is because black women, y'all, some of y'all are so guilty of this. I'm guilty of it, shit. And it's time to admit this. Some of you don't really want natural hair. I'm gonna let that soak in for a second. Some of you do not want the natural hair that grows out of your head. I'm gonna let that marinate. Let me let that marinate. You don't want. See, let me show you something. When I take down my hair right now, right? It's not gonna look right. It's not gonna look like a fucking commercial. Okay? It's gonna look raggedy. I'm gonna have, look at this. Look at this shit right here. Y'all don't want this shit. Y'all don't want this. That's coming straight up out of your head. And even still, I have looser curls. Even still, I have looser curls. Some of y'all are dreaming to get some fucking hair like this. You don't want natural hair. You want mixed girls hair. You want 3A through 3C hair. That's what you want. You don't want the 4C that's gonna come up out of your head. That's not what you're looking for. That's not the goal. That's not the goal. So when they throw a mixed girl up on a commercial and you see her locks, her curly hair, oh, you know, I was made fun of because of all of this thick hair. They used to throw spit paper balls at me. It's called fucking racism, first of all. But y'all are not looking to praise or worship the hair that grows from your scalp. Exactly, Lisa. They want that 2C, that 3A, that 3B, that let me put some water in it and go hair. That's what you're looking for. So really, and y'all should know me by now. I do not focus on what these motherfucking KKs do. I don't focus on what these crafty crackers do. I focus on our response to it. I focus on how we can recognize it. I focus on the shit that goes underneath the obvious. It's obvious that we live in a racist ass society. That's obvious. It's plain and obvious. Okay? Plain and obvious. Because when we glorify natural hair, and don't say not all. Do not say not all. Please. Please. When we glorify natural hair, when we talk about, we're talking about ringlets, we're talking about curls. We're not glorifying the zigzags. We ain't glorifying the naps. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen natural hair women call somebody's hair nappy in a derogatory term. We ain't glorifying beady beads, okay? We ain't glorifying the kinks. We're not glorifying that. We are doing whatever it takes to get rid of that. We are doing whatever it takes to have a looser curl pattern. We're doing whatever it takes to soften our hair, make it more manageable, make it more curly. That's what we're doing. And the more that you deny that shit, and then you wonder why SheaMoisture is doing the things that they're doing. It's because you asked them for it. And if you don't understand that looser curl pattern is closeness to whiteness, just, I don't have nothing to say for it. I don't know. You sitting up here with a motherfucking toothbrush and some brown gel, just fucking scraping at your edges, just trying to make baby hair. You sitting in the mirror studying, you getting angry, and you just want some, just if I could just get some more baby hair. It's proximity to whiteness. Don't you know that your hair is an antenna? Don't you know your hair is an antenna? Your hair grows towards the sky. You know how many times I've been made fun of for having nappy hair? Because you know, I could sit there and train my hair to be curly and try to make it behave, but that's not how my antenna works. That's not how my antenna works, y'all. And so we have to come to an understanding of this capitalist society that we live in. They're going to give us what we ask for. And we keep asking for proximity to whiteness. We're going to keep asking. And you should, Rosemarie, you should love your baby fine curly hair. You should love it. You should love it. But baby, I'm not trying to shade. I'm really not trying to shade anybody. But I love me a nappy head man. I really fucking do. All right. I think it is so sexy. I think it's masculine. I think it's, don't get me started in this car. It's too hot today. But what I will say is this, y'all. You need to truly embrace yourself, because these fucking KKs, they're going to do them, okay? If they see a weakness, a vulnerability, you must first and foremost realize that you live in a capitalist society, okay? You must first and foremost realize that you live in capitalism. And these KKs will see a way to profit off of you. And they're going to take that every single chance that they get, baby. What about you bald head men's? I mean, y'all all right. Y'all are all right. But they're going to take advantage of black folks every chance they get. And what they did was, y'all are forgetting what SheaMoisture was about. SheaMoisture was about managing your naps. It wasn't about no damn moisture. It was about managing your naps. It was about, okay, let's use this cream and this oil and then this gel. Because don't forget, I was working at Whole Foods when SheaMoisture first came out. And how they introduced it was, it was to get that curly look. That was the thing. To get that curly look, you used I think it was an oil and then a cream and then a gel. And that was supposed to give you that wash and go look. So if you don't understand, if you have 4C textured hair, which is like a zigzag, kind of like a zigzag, really coily and kinky hair, and you are trying your damnedest to get 3C loose curls, that's a proximity to whiteness. You are trying to tame your fucking antenna, your crown. You really are. And so you really can't blame a company for utilizing the tools that you basically gave them. You can't blame and this is another thing. I saw this video of David Banner going around saying that he doesn't fault racism. That's pretty accurate. Because they're going to continue to look out for them. And they're going to use you to get to where they want to go. They're going to use your desire to have more manageable hair. They're going to use your desire to get closer and closer to whiteness, or that mixed girl acceptability. They're going to use it again. And this is coming from, shoot, my curls don't like wash and goes either, and I still be treacherous. I don't listen. I don't pay attention. I'm bad. But that is what it is, y'all. So really, you can't be surprised. I'm not saying that to not be angry. Go ahead and be angry, because for a lot of you, this is a wake-up call into what we're dealing with, and you're ignoring a lot of what your hair really needs. So you make the decision. You could keep supporting companies like that, but you have to question what it is that why are you natural? Are you really natural? What do you want? Anyway, y'all, I love you dearly, but black women, I get it. I get it, mama. I swear I get it. I totally understand you. But sometimes you got to be called out on your shit too. You got to be called out on your shit. And what you're craving, and Adrian, again, you brought up the Kendrick Lamar thing. You want to be accepted. And a lot of you don't even know that you're outraged because you're not being accepted. If there was some magic potion that they could slather all across your kinky hair and turn it into some 3A soft, curly, mixed girl hair, you would do it. You would do it. You would buy it. I don't give a damn who it was from. The Russians, the Koreans, the fucking Vietnamese. You would buy it from them. Because that's what you want. And then you use those words called manageability. Manageability. It's called whiteness. It's called whiteness. Soon as you accept that, you can change some shit. You know what I'm saying? You can change some things as soon as you accept that. Let's just stop playing into their game. Let's just stop playing into their game. Let's stop playing this game with these people. Let's stop playing these games. Choice is yours, I guess. Captain Planet in this mug. Oh, but about the Kendrick Lamar thing with the girl in the video. I heard it a couple times. If the girl had been dark skinned, it'd have been okay. So if the girl in the video for SheaMoisture had been dark skinned, it would have been okay. It's still not okay. It's still not okay for these fucking crackers to get rich off of you. It's still not okay for them to use your plight against you. It's still not okay for them to objectify you. It's not okay. It's not okay. It is not okay. Love y'all. Oh, fuck. Now y'all gonna think this is an Illuminati symbol. Help. Help!